Hey guys, this is Q from Pro Inspect Solutions here, and we have a wonderful guest here to provide great information in regards to cabinetry. And I know you guys are always looking for the most trends, the updates, and everything that comes with just renovating your home. So I brought Jose here from Quality Cabinets and More to kind of touch more on why it's important to, before you start going out there and doing your own shopping for cabinetry, what things you should look out for, and much more, just like the name of the company, much more. So without further ado, Jose, I'm glad to have you here today, man.
It's a pleasure, man, to be here and
Yeah.
have this conversation about our business.
Yes, correct. And I know that you're doing a lot of business with cabinetry and you're helping out a lot of folks in the community. And I want to make sure that, although maybe not everybody knows or knows the type of work that you do, but they at least can have a sense of the expertise or communication of what they should be looking for in cabinets before they go out and make a move. Because we actually we do a lot of pre-listing inspection for homes, for people that are sellers that are looking to renovate their houses, get them in shape before they can put it up on the market for a top listing value. And one of the things, of course, they like to do is kind of update the kitchen. But from your standpoint, right, from a cabinetry standpoint, what are the top upgrades that a seller can make to increase their home value when they're looking to sell or before they list a home?
Yes, well, one of the main points that can help to increase the value of the property is kitchen cabinets. Is one of the main points because most of the time when you have people coming to your house, what is the main point? What is the main place that you receive the people? Living room, but the main conversation sometimes is in the kitchen.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So that's one make a really impact, to be how do you feel, in your house. So, and the second one is the bathrooms.
Bathrooms.
So the two main points. In both places, cabinets is involved. So.
Yes. Yeah, and ladies are the ones that usually purchase the homes, right?
Right.
The guys are the ones that just confirm and just go along with it. But the ladies, if it's not, if it's not aesthetically pleasing, right?
Yes,
it's not something that they're gonna want to purchase. So when it comes down to the cabinetry, I know that it can cost a little bit, right? It can cost a little bit of money, but there's still ways that they can still have a nice looking kitchen or bathroom on a budget. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Can you go over some of those budget-friendly items?
It's pretty much, number one, you have to look the condition of your cabinet. If you want to work on a little lower budget, we can start just maybe some little change, like a hardware, for example. Doors, we have the opportunity to maybe if the cabinet is in really good condition, we can just paint the cabinets and change the hardware.
Okay.
That's it's lower in budget.
Economical way.
Economical and make your cabinet really nice. But everything depends,
Yeah.
How old is how old is going to be the house, the condition of the cabinet, and running issue like plumbing or electrical wiring. So in that case, you can tell us better about that,
Yeah, there's plenty of times when we go inside homes and do these inspections and the electrical wiring is substandard because they had JoJo from down the street do the handyman work, and much more than that. There's some other defects that we can find, whether it's garbage disposal that's not working properly or leaking that's causing water damage. And of course, you can change out the actual cabinets, but if you don't change out the actual source that's causing the leak and damage, you'll just have more damage to the rest of your house. So we always promote pre-listing inspections as a way to go, just kind of ensure that before you spend that extra dollar, hey, take care of some of the more primary concerns first, because it could cost you a lot. Now, I know that with some of the cabinetry, finishes are spoken about a lot. They are the ones that make the cabinets pop, those detail features. Do you know can you give us like a quick, maybe 2 or 3 finishes that really make it pop? Let's say a buyer's coming into a property for a showing. A real estate agent maybe wants to just do a few upgrades to the actual kitchen cabinet on behalf of the actual seller in order to really get that home to sell. What are some of those 2 or 3 finishes they can do?
Well, we're lucky right now because the new trending is to keep the cabinets as simple as we can.
Okay.
And make it look nice. And for example, the doors, the trend right now is to shaker doors, something really simple and nice, less moldings,
Okay.
make everything more simple, you know. And colors means a lot. We can use natural colors like or standard colors like white, gray is right now the most popular colors to
White and gray, neutral
white
colors.
and
Okay.
gray, yes, to increase the
The look and the
the
value.
look and the look and the value. Yes.
Yeah.
So
And I've seen a lot of homes use that white and the grayish look a lot of times to really offset the granite countertops or the quartz countertops. What is your opinion on the offsetting or making for instance, if you have a dark color countertops, should you go with a lighter color cabinet or?
yes, when we like a cabinet person, we know that dark colors make the spaces look smaller. And the real idea is to
Dark colors make the space look smaller.
yes.
Okay, I didn't know
So
that.
light colors, make the space look better,
Okay.
bigger, So
Yeah.
And it's depend, how is the layout of your kitchen, So I really highly recommend to go and using, really light colors.
Okay. So if you already have a smaller house, it's probably best to use light colors.
Same thing with the bathrooms.
Yeah. Okay. Same thing with the bath. You know what? And that touches on exactly what things should people consider when they're doing kitchen bathroom renovations. Of course, we spoke about having us come in and do an inspection prior to make sure there's no leaks or any form of mold behind those cabinets. But what other things should they consider when they are thinking about doing a planning stages for a kitchen and bathroom remodel?
Well, number one is planification. Number two is budget. That's the second main point. And it's for me the two main points. Planification. Budgeting, and the rest is just you have to hire a professional contractor.
So during the installation process, let's say somebody's already made the plan, they want to decide to move forward with getting cabinetry, and they have the ideas of what colors they want to pick, to match their countertops, flooring, how they ever want to lay it out. Can you walk us through the consultation of getting that all set up? What's the process?
Well, that's what I said before. Pretty much that's the process.
Okay.
Number one, planification.
Okay.
Number two, what I do is with my customer, I invite my customer to come to my showroom and start checking about what color we want for your cabinets, what door style, and after that, hardware, countertops, everything like involved, part of the whole process of the cabinet, or the renovation. So, and after that, we're going to be focused about budget. We're trying to keep everybody, according to the budget. So if you want something, most of the time really really good,
yes,
or you're really really expensive. But everything depends of the customers. And in this case, we can involve about not just cabinets. We're talking maybe about appliances. That's something else that you can save something better. New appliances means you're gonna save, help to save about electricity.
Yes.
And keep safe about any issue running about electrical stuff. And the same thing with the plumbing stuff. If we can just replace and make everything upgraded. Like the faucet, garbage disposal. That's what you say. So it's a big package.
Yeah.
That's what we have to trying to keep focusing these little details. Looks like a little detail, but it's make a big impact, in your budget and your results.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the appliances. Of course, they play a factor in beautifying the kitchen as well. You can't just get new cabinets and just keep. Well, it depends on the condition of the old appliances. If they're still in, if they're in decent condition, if they're updated, or if they're within the trend of the style, you possibly can keep those. But some of those, even those appliances, may either, like for instance, dishwashers. Sometimes we notice dishwashers leaking that cause water damage to the cabinet. Sometimes we see drain pipes that are leaking and causing. But to touch on some of your past experience of things that you've seen while.
In my experience, I really highly recommend to, for example, about the garbage disposal, replace the garbage disposal every 3 or 5 years.
Okay.
Because that's one of the main focus that you can have issue from issue. Because so if you know, if it's really hard to notice because most of the time the people accumulate a lot of stuff under the cabinet, and you don't see exactly if you have a leak or not. So garbage disposal, I recommend to don't spend too much money on garbage disposal.
Yes.
Trying to keep something standard and replace it every 3 or 4 years. So,
Okay.
or go for inspection. I don't know, you a professional, how you recommend to people to have a home inspection. Not just at the beginning of the the purchase of the sale, but how you recommend to maybe have inspection.
Yeah, so we always recommend a 1 year or annual home maintenance inspection, just like someone would want to take care of their vehicle for brakes or things of just changing the oil. You should consistently have annual home inspection. Even if you do it every 2 years, it helps catch some of these items. So when you do plan on making renovations, there are a lot. Let's say, guess what? They can be one. You can address the items that are leaking, which can cause you less funds to taking care of that. 'Cause sometimes if you wait too long for like appliances, whether it's a garbage disposal, dishwasher, they are not covered under home warranty for a certain to a certain extent. So if you can address those things early, many times you can have that replaced before they cause the water damage and cause damage to the flooring, which can cause more of an issue. So have you ever ran across any form of, like, for instance, when you remove the actual cabinets, whether water damage, pests,
that's
evidence?
that's one of the number one issue.
Okay.
That I find when I in my
on the drywall?
On the drywall.
Okay.
Or behind, on the bottom of the cabinets. That's number one issue. Second issue is pest infestation.
Oh, okay.
Termites
and
like that. Yes. But number one issue is mold.
Mold. Okay. Yeah. So, and we live in Florida where it's humid, wet, wet climate. So all you need are 3 things in order to accumulate mold, which is water, a substrate for it to hang out on, and the temperature inside the house. If it's a little bit above 75, or even if it's in an enclosed space like a cabinet, where it's not getting a lot of airflow, that can cause mold to grow. So definitely, I can understand why you can find that behind a cabinetry, or and there's been stories about people that recently moved into homes, and they actually removed the cabinets, and because they wanted to renovate and saw mold that occurred, and they thought that, of course, something like that is normally caught during the inspection. But there's times where, as an inspector, you can only see things that are visible during the inspection. So things that are leaking behind the walls, unless you have a inspector with super ray vision. There is a technology that you can use, infrared camera, but
cool.
that can sense of it. But if it's not let's say the leak was happening from a rainstorm or something like that, you may not be able to catch those things.
Right. Behind that, so we can just check, your cabinets, and one of the main signs, for example, if you don't see, you cannot see behind the cabinet. So it's the color of the cabinet. If you notice some different color or spot, in any area of the cabinet, watch it. Keep it.
Yeah. And do you recommend a certain, let's say, time frame to kind of just look around on your cabinets every once in a while, just to make sure that there's no damage from whether water leaks or anything like that? Do you recommend just double checking? Because I know many people they like to stuff a lot of chemicals underneath the cabinets and pots and pans, which is good for usage. But when you over time, if you don't check to make sure that those things are
Well, that's really hard. It depends everybody, how really like to keep the condition of your cabinets. Try to clean your cabinet periodically, move your stuff, and trying to keep organized, your stuff. And that's a really simple recommendation, to keep your cabinets in really good condition, and keep, away from any major issue, that's gonna cost you money.
And what if somebody has, let's say, maybe 6 months after you install the cabinets, they see that say that they notice some issues behind the cabinet, maybe water damage, or something anomaly that wasn't there before. What is your advice to them?
Well, it's really hard, you know. It's depend. You know.
Yeah, it depends.
It's depend.
It's case by case basis.
Yes.
You know, it depends if you see some discoloration versus.
Yeah,
You know,
sometimes can happen, you know, super soon.
yeah.
It can happen, you know, maybe
Yeah.
a long term of you know, living in that house. But everything is depend, you know. We are really exposed to have right now, you know, issue to anything. You know.
Okay. Okay.
It's because the condition of the construction, you know, you don't know exactly, you know, how is the construction of the houses and how if it's really good condition, everything or not. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's where the inspection comes.
That's part of the job, right?
Yeah. That's why when you see something, it's probably best to call it an inspector, you know, first, and just because anything that's related to moisture intrusion, you know, whether it's typically it's going to be moisture intrusion or pests. If you have pest infestation, then of course you call the pest control guy. If you have water or mold, then you call a mold remediator or a mold inspector to kind of verify those things as well. Now, you've been in business for quite some time now, right?
Pretty much, you know, more than 10 years.
10 years.
In Central Florida, yeah.
Wonderful. That's awesome, man.
Yes.
That's incredible. So, just if you were to leave someone off with just the reasons what makes quality cabinets and more better, or let's say just the reason why they should maybe come to your company in order to get cabinets, what would be one of the things that you would state that is the reason why people utilize your service the most?
Well, like my name say, my company say quality cabinets. I offer a really quality cabinets in quality service.
Nice.
That's for me is the main point, you know, to make the difference between another company. You know, we're trying to offer the best service for the customers.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It's really hard to find quality work these days. But if you definitely, if you put it in your name, you know for sure that you got to stand by it.
And at the end of my company name, it's more. So I'm trying to go more.
Exceeding the expectations.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey guys, well, this is Inspector Q here with Jose with Quality Cabinets and More, and I hope that you took down notes and that you received some great information to start your planning for your new renovation. Whether you're buying a house, selling a house, make sure that you replay this video and get some write some things down, because I'm pretty sure that you can take some nuggets in order to sell that house faster or live in that dream home that you're looking to buy. All right. So until next time, see you on the next video, guys.
Thank you, guys.